Hello everyone and welcome to these 4K benchmarks. We will test in the 4K resolution, 3840 pixel to 2160 pixels. We will test our 1070, our 1080 Ti to 1080 Ti's. So test if SLI works in Mortal Online. And we will also test our 3080 Ti. And the other parts are the AMD 3600X, 32 GB of RAM, and an M.2. So first off we test the 1070. Yeah, that is my rig. And yeah, I know, it looks a little bit messy, and it is a little bit messy. And yeah, it looks more like a slideshow than an actual game. I mean, this card wasn't meant for 4K gaming, but holy fuck. I didn't expect that, to be honest. And yeah, my fucking overlay is not working on this recording, and I don't know why. But you can clearly see that this is a slideshow, so yeah. And now we tested this with a little lower settings, everything on low, and it seems smooth. But it's actually around about 30 FPS. I mean, yeah, the video compression, the YouTube shit and all the other stuff. But yeah, it's about 30 FPS up to maybe 40 depending on where you are. And it can even drop down to 25. But remember, we are here at 4K resolution. So for full HD gaming, it's perfect. For example 2K gaming, it's getting on the edge depending on your how you adjust your settings. But for 4K, no way. Oh, that is a nice saying. 4K, no way. Then we test the 1080 Ti and we have about 30 to 45 FPS depending on your location, of course, but this is the same location and everything on cinematic setting. Yeah, it looks smooth, but if you play, no, it don't look smooth. But you could even play at 2K with good FPS, so this is a good card for 2K gaming or for full HD gaming on decent graphic settings. And if you go down with the shadows, because the GTX series have problems with shadows compared to the RTX graphics cards, then you are pretty good with this one. But for 4K gaming, I would say 4K, no way. And then let's compare it with the two 1080 Ti's with SLI. And yeah, it's actually the same. I'm not kidding here right now. So I couldn't have sold my second 1080 Ti a year ago. But okay, yeah, I also play some other games like Metro Exodus or something like that. Then this was awesome. But Mortal has no SLI support. So yeah, even with two 1080 Ti's, 4K? No way! Oh man, everything is on Ultra. Yeah, of course it's playable if you go down to medium. Then it's perfect. You have 60 FPS, no problem with one 1080 Ti on 4K. It's possible, but it's not recommended. Even in large group fights, you will have a little bit of FPS trouble, I think. I mean, I played with the two 1080 Ti's the whole time since the last 8 months and stuff like that, and no. But here comes the solution, the 3080 Ti. And with this one, finally the fucking overlay works. I don't know why, but it fucking works. Now the fucking Nvidia overlay works and the fucking recording works, and then I don't have an FPS counter. What the fuck? What the fuck, Nvidia? Okay, holy shit, next try. I realize now after testing all this and getting all the graphics cards out and in that I can just type /FPS. Oh man, I'm so stupid. But no, I will not swap out the cards again. But let's see, the video settings are all in cinematic and DLSS is off. If I going now on ultra, I have 75 FPS. But yeah, from 60 FPS, I still have the ultra quality of DLSS, and I really don't know what the real difference here is, so let's test it out. Maybe let's change it back, and let's see what the difference... Okay, I don't really see a difference here. But I think I can see a difference if we put it to ultra performance, and... Yeah, okay. Maybe you can't see it through the YouTube converting stuff and shit. But it's a little bit in the distance, a little bit the textures and stuff. But it's minimal. It's really minimal. I mean, yeah. I mean, you could easily play this on balance and on ultra quality or even without DLSS and show to some other guy, and no one will see the difference between the balance setting and the ultra setting. But the performance setting, okay, yeah, you see that. So let's test this a little bit while moving around and stuff. And yeah, it's a constant 60 FPS with cinematic settings on 4K. And that is exactly what I'm searching, what I searched. So I'm really glad that I bought this graphics card for 4K gaming. And yeah, it's awesome. And I will sell all the old cards to my co-workers and some friends. But if they don't want to have these cards, then of course I will give it to the community, all of you. But not for free. Not for free, okay? My girlfriend bought a 3070 Ti. She's also playing in 4K. And she said on cinematic settings is about 45 to 55. But it really depends on what you need and at what resolution you want to play. So, for example, for some people, it's enough to play on full HD and on lowest settings, but at 120 FPS or something like that they have a little bit more the advantage in fights and stuff. Some have a G-Sync screen, some have a FreeSync screen, someone having an AMD graphics card and whatever, and someone don't like shadows and someone like shadows, and yeah, I think you know what I mean. And if you haven't yet and you have a multi-core CPU, then enable the multi-core setting in the settings here. They enable multi-threaded rendering. And with multi-cores, I don't mean a quad-core. I mean, if you have 6 cores or more, try this setting out. It could save you a lot of FPS actually. I started a thread in the Mortal Online forums and asking about the hardware specs, because I just wanted to know on what stuff the people are gaming on and how much FPS do you actually get. I mean, it's also location, people, and so many other things, but just a general number, you know. He plays on an older CPU, but on an RTX 2080, and it's actually an RTX 2080, you misspelled that. But the FPS are very good. I mean, look at this, up to 120 is very good. I mean, he's playing on 2K resolution with the ultra wide screen, and he also have an older full HD screen. And then the Fine Gaming Concierge. He also doing Mortal Online videos. Link of his channel is in the description, by the way. And he's playing on full HD. And a 1660 Super is enough to have over 60 FPS. And the most monitors don't have over 60 heart rate. So yeah, this is more than enough to play Mortal Online 2. And even with an older CPU and an older graphics card, you can have at least a solid 40 to about 60 FPS on high/cinematic. So that is also pretty good, but maybe not stable in huge group fights. I'm not sure, but I think it could drop a lot. I mean, at the group fight where 50 versus 50 people, I was playing on medium and low settings, and I had about 50 to 60 FPS at the start. And when all the people came and the fight started and all the other stuff, then I had about 25, maybe 30, I don't know, but it was very bad. I mean, for the amount of people that are in the fight, it was very good compared to Mortal Online 1. If you wanna see the performance of this fight, look in the description. I'm running around on the battlefield without a plan. So special thanks to my Patreon supporters, Carmel, the Dragonslayer, Dexter, and all the others, of course. Like and subscribe would be really awesome from you. And always remember to make party hard. See you all next time. Goodbye.